Hi, I'm Jane. I'm a fiction writer and welcome to my channel. So basically, I disappeared for a whole month, and that's because I struggle with anxiety. Um, just a caveat, this is not medical advice. I am not a licensed doctor. If you're struggling with anxiety, I highly encourage you to seek professional help. Or if you're doing some research on the topic, I really like Dr. Tracey Marks' channel. I'm gonna link it below. So I struggle with anxiety. I've been diagnosed with an anxiety disorder, GAD or GAD. And although I do have a doctor with whom things have been dealt with, and I kind of now I understand how it works, and I have a couple of tools to cope with it. It does, there are ups and downs. I really had a hard time dealing with it, and I didn't feel like vlogging or anything. Why am I sharing that if this is a writing channel? Because obviously anxiety affects pretty much everything, and it gets really hard, if not impossible, to write. It does affect my self-confidence a lot, so you can only imagine that vlogging, it is highly frustrating, but it feels like I'm just wasting time. But I cannot, I have to understand that this is part of, my brain is wired differently apparently, and I'm just gonna have to deal with that. That said, I did finish writing my short story, my pigeon slash OCD short story. I did get feedback on it, and I did edit the document based on that feedback, and I've already started submitting it, so it's not nothing. I've I've been submitting it. It's interesting because I'm holding like an eraser. It's interesting that this short story is so different from my previous short story. Sorry, the cats are going absolutely crazy today. I'm doing some research and trying to think about, trying to come up with a list of lit mags. I know there are no guarantees, but depending on the short story, you kind of, after a while, you kind of feel like, oh, this would be a better fit here, and this would be a better fit there. I'm still submitting my cockroach short story. I started submitting it back in February, and I haven't heard back from most of the lit mags just yet. But I did also submit it elsewhere. So yeah, what a long intro. Now I'm feeling better and ready to go back to my routine, like my writing routine. I feel like I'm able to do that. I planned on writing a second short story this year and then getting started on my short story collection, but I feel it's time for me to start putting together a short story collection. I'm very excited. It'll be mostly about I want to say, it's going to be very political, not about politics, but political. And as most of my stories, I foresee a bunch of talking animals, and so my last short story was inspired by fear and my own experience with OCD, although the character, I don't mention that anywhere in the story. And this collection will be inspired by poverty, and I am excited. I have a lot of things I want to write about, and I think The short stories will be connected, not as in like it's a longer story split in, no, they will be kind of part of the same universe or setting or whatever. Oh wow, what a long intro. So I created this channel to share a bit of my life as a middle-aged emerging writer with a full-time job and a bunch of cats. If you like the sound of that, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. You're literally on the cat playground right now, and this is my desk. As you can see, it's pretty chaotic, and I'm gonna try and declutter it. Let me share with you what I have here. My doll. I thrifted this doll, I think a couple of months ago, and I really like it because it's colorful and yeah. Now listen. I made this from scratch. Yes, I think I used an old towel, or maybe I think I bought a very cheap towel, to be honest. So I wanted to take some pictures and post when my short story The Man and the Rat was published last year, I think. Yeah, September. I want to say, yeah, a year ago. You can read it, like there's a link down below. So there's this ugly little fellow. I think it's horrendous. Look, it looks like it has a mustache, like a human mustache, but I don't feel like parting with it, so I just keep it here next to my doll. I love this. Look, got this from my sister. I've never watched the cartoon, but I love how colorful and yellow this mug is, and I just keep my colored pencils in it, like cat food. And something like post-its on the wall. If you've read my short story, you would feel that this is a creepy fellow to keep. Let's see how we can make this work. Wait. Obviously my laptop, and then a bottle of water. I drink a lot. Go drink water. I drink a lot of water all the time, and yeah, I always have a bottle of water with me no matter what. Snacks. This is like peanuts. I love it. Love a pineapple coaster thing. Books. I'm still rereading Dracula. Yes, I started this like a couple of months ago. Also, this one I got from a friend. I can't wait to start reading it. It's called The Book Censor's Library. Look how beautiful the cover is, and I've read great things about it. Then my planner. This is a notebook. I'm keeping track of finance stuff. That's not another financial planner. Trust me, I need it. There are highlighters everywhere. I love fidgets. You know, this is my, I think the, Jesus. I think this is my cutest fidget ever. I can show you my other fidgets if you're interested. A grown-up sharing their toys. Can you not? The latest issue of Plowshares. Great literary magazine, as you probably know. This is, I don't wanna, I'm afraid this will fall apart, but there's another notebook in here, and my French book. I majored in French, but my French is rusty, if not completely dead and gone. And then there's this book. I was studying a bit with my friend, but then Our schedules are so very different. So I just keep it in here in case I have some free time and decide to study French rather than being on social media. Hasn't happened yet, but I'll keep you posted. Oh, I love this book. I've read it, I think, 3 times. Figures of Speech. I'm a writer, remember? A fiction writer. Love it. Love. There's a weekly planner here I haven't used in a while, but it's useful. But I'm considering, I don't know, Shakespeare's sonnets, because I've been studying and memorizing a couple of sonnets. And oh, my notebook. Yeah, whenever I start a new story, my weapon of choice is a notebook, pen and paper. That's it. So I'm gonna deal with that a bit. And I had something interesting to say, but I think oh Jesus, what was it? Yeah. So good. Love it. This is too big, but I use it every single day, so oh well. I would love to have a ginormous desk. I'm a minimalist, but I am very clumsy, so wash it. Yeah. Just half of it with water. She has no idea. I'm gonna share a reading hack that helps me a lot. So I tend to skip lines when I'm reading. I'd use either a bookmark or a piece of paper and put it on the page and move it as I was reading. But I decided to try this. So I repurposed something. I can't remember what this was, but it's like, you can see it's thick. Then I cut a hole right in the middle, and I put it on the page and move it along as I read. So what happens is you can see two lines at a time, and it helps me a lot. It has certainly made reading less overwhelming. Again, this is just a reading hack I came up with, not medical advice. Good morning. I just had breakfast and I'm going out for a walk. I'm gonna take you guys with me. But before we leave the house, let me just share some other cool stuff that happened. One, my short story Lady Pig is out. It was published by Mid-American Review, and I haven't received my copies just yet because, I'm in Brazil. It's been shipped from the US. It's gonna take a while, but I'm so excited. I've seen on Instagram that some writers have already received their copies. And 2, I updated my link tree, I don't know how to call those, pictures or something, and also on Instagram. I'm gonna put a screenshot here. I made each one of these on this website called Canva. There's also an app. I'm on the free version of everything. CapCut to edit this video, you know, just trying to make it work with whatever is available. And it took a while. You know, they have a lot of options, but like the pig, I added the blue bow tie because, you know, a character in Lady Pig is a pig with a blue bow tie. And then the third world unbendable man, there's the guy in hell because he tells his story from hell. I think you should totally, you know, go read those stories right now. And then the rat, I got the rat from they already had this rat, but I added this like priest, I don't know the name, I'm gonna call it like a priest collar, you know, and I had to manually paint. It took a while and I'm proud of it. No rice for all, you know, you can see a slice of pizza with some cockroaches because one of the characters is a cockroach. And the main character is married to a cockroach. And you can read that for free as well. And yeah, that's it. The rat, yeah, 4 stories out so far. You know, I got excited and made 2 pictures for the short stories I'm submitting, but I'm not gonna share that until they have been accepted and published. Ooh, fingers crossed. So I thought of making a video, you know, like just to share on social, a quick video with a pig puppet, but I don't have a pig puppet, so I made one. This is not the final thing, okay? I need fabric. I'm not gonna make a puppet out of paper, but I had an old bag and I made a pig puppet but I need to buy fabric and let's see how that goes. I have this idea in my mind, you know, this is for a lady pig. Let's see if this is going to work. I don't know about that. Before ending this video, I'm gonna take you guys with me. We are going to one of the most famous avenues here in São Paulo. Let's go. And then I'm gonna end the video.